Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Don't Forget to Tap. This is just the journey of being super new to jiu-jitsu and documenting progress along the way or just lessons learned. So, welcome back. Thank you so much for listening. Went to training last night. It was the 7 to 8 o'clock class, GB1. So it's fundamentals, right? And it's a great class. I love the coach. I love the professor. Just really good class. But last night was a little bit different. So I get there and I want to say, I think I was the first one there last night. And I always get there a little bit early just because A, it's like an OCD thing. And then B, it's always cool to watch the advanced class kind of go and just pick their brains or watch what they're doing and try to improve what I'm doing. But we had a new face there last night and I could tell he was like filling out the waiver, I think is what it was. And anytime that somebody's new there, it's or that you see a new face that you've never seen before, it's either they are brand new to jiu-jitsu, maybe doing like the trial just like I was not so long ago, or they are familiar with jiu-jitsu but they just moved, or maybe they're trying like a new gym or something like that too. So turns out and then there's that moment of like seeing what they put around their waist, not that it matters by any means, but just kind of see where they're at and everything. And so he's a blue belt, and really, like, when I say the nicest person, he truly was like the nicest person, great guy. I sat and talked for a little bit before class started and throughout and everything, and um just the nicest individual. He met one of our students excuse me, at the gym, and I guess they picked up that they both did jujitsu, and he wanted to come check out our school and everything. And I'm really glad he did. I kind of hope he continues coming because he was really great, taught me a lot of stuff. But he's a blue belt, and I would say seemed to be a pretty seasoned blue belt by everything. So, but yeah, so we finally got to roll together. And I always record. I record a lot in the mornings, and I'm always very congested in the morning, so I'm sorry about all the sound effects. But yeah, so man, we finally got to roll together last night, and he is really good. I mean, and he gave me all these great tips and tricks. He caught me reaching a couple times, and gave me some tips to kind of deal with that, about all that. And I love getting advice. I know there's memes about like blue belts and white belts trying to coach each other and stuff like that. And I will say that I really appreciate any tips, tricks, or advice from anybody, because I don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time. And I'm in the process of learning that. It's not that I never will or that I'm not interested in it. It's just that people have a crap ton more experience than I do in this. So I really enjoy that. And this guy was really good. I mean, he turned me into easy work last night. But that just means that their technique is that much better than mine, and I can learn a lot from that person. And I really appreciate that. So that was exciting. That was new. And then the other thing that was kind of different about last night, not in a bad way by any means, but we had a really small class last night. I mean, I want to say, had we have not had some people from the advanced class stick around, we would have only maybe had like 5 people last night. And not that that's not a great number, but typically, I mean, there's some days like the room is so full that we can't even fit everybody on the mat, and then we have to use like some of the backup mat or the spare mat. And it's it was crazy that, and I always get there early, so like I know people kind of trickle in and everything, but people never really trickled in last night. So it was just maybe it's just a rough week for a lot of people. It's been kind of a rough week for me too. I mean, Tuesday I just hit a wall. And so just kind of full circle, don't be afraid to take those days off if you need to. I was talking with my coach after class. I was helping clean the mats. I'm a big believer in cleaning the mats. I know that in my profession, I am very experienced, very far down the road and everything. But in jiu-jitsu, I'm super new. And I think that you're never so far down the road in anything or in your life in general that you can't be new enough to help. And so I'm a big believer in cleaning mats and everything. And very grateful to just get to train with these guys. So I'm going to help every chance I get because they do a lot for me. But yeah, so it was a really small class, but then some of the advanced class guys stuck around, some of the blue belts and stuff like that. And they, I really like training with those guys. At one point, they were all in the fundamentals class with me, and then they were further along in their journey, so they started going to the advanced class, which I think is really cool. Eventually, I look forward to doing that myself. It is incredibly intimidating because watching those guys, I mean, they're just absolute beasts. And I know that you get there with time and technique and everything, but I don't have all those things yet. So I'm just enjoying the process. But it was a great class. We learned some guard passes. I got to just be the coach's when he's teaching the technique, the guy that goes up and help him. I know there's a name for it. I'm just not familiar, but and yeah, so we had a really good class. We did a lot of knee on belly last night, and we did like a lot of passes. So like if you're going to go into full mount and from knee on belly and they catch like a leg or something like that, like how to overcome that, as well as like if somebody comes up behind you and tries throwing you and stuff like that, how you can get out of that. And really good techniques. I had a lot of lessons learned from it. And it's, that's what I love about jiu-jitsu is how fine the details are and how much they matter. And you could be so strong, you could be so fast, but technique. And I think there's so little things out there that keep you accountable like that, right? Like a lot of people can pretend to get through, and to a degree in jiu-jitsu I think you can be strong enough, you can be fast enough to a degree, but eventually you're going to meet somebody that just has phenomenal technique, like flawless technique, and it doesn't matter that person's strength, size, speed, any of it, they will handle you. And I think that's crazy. Like how many times in life is there truly just a leveling, true, well-rounded, just humbling of an experience where it doesn't matter how good you think you are, if you're not as detailed or you're not putting as much detail into it as the other person, then you're probably going to get smashed. But love everything about it, love the community. Last night meeting another person from another gym is just a very, very simple reminder that the people in this jiu-jitsu community are just absolutely great. I love getting to meet them. And I know there's probably some exceptions, but there's exceptions to everything, so that's irrelevant. But nicest guy, super thankful that he came to train. I hope he keeps coming, but really good time, really good class. Looking forward to going back tonight. I woke up really sore this morning, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't feel like I tried to go hard last night, but I just kind of you just have those days, I guess, where you wake up and you're really sore. And I woke up and I was really sore. Like my hip feels like it's stiff. I thought I was gonna have a black eye, and even my wife last night thought I was gonna have a black eye. And again, trying not to be the spazzy white belt or anything, but and slow down. That's, I'm really focusing, like I said in the last episode, on simplifying your jiu-jitsu, and I'm really trying to take that into account and everything. So anyway, keep this one relatively short, but thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you guys are doing really well. Hope you're training hard. Hope you're being a great partner. And if all else fails, don't forget to tap. So you guys take care. We'll talk soon.